Hey guys, Maniac here, and I'm here with some more Maniac reviews, and today, not a movie because there's no good movies out right now, so today I'll be reviewing a TV show, that being Almost Human. Now, I'm sorry, I got a bit of a malfunctioning arm. Wait, this isn't a robot, this is Almost Human. My leg! Alright, so, Almost Human. Let's get started off with characters. So, Karl Urban. Alright, let's move on to... Done. Characters is just, it's just Karl Urban and, black guy. What's his name in the show? Dawn or something like that. It's weird because he's like some cyborg symbiote thing, whatever. Anyways, though, storyline is Karl Urban. I don't call him by his regular name because he's Karl Urban. Karl Urban is a police cop in 2038, I believe it is. It's 2038 or 2028. Or maybe 2048. Somewhere in that range. It's something with an 8 at the end of it. And in this movie, he's a police officer who, during a scrimmage with with a gang called the Syndicate, which I'll get to that in a second, gets his leg blown up and basically his whole team gets killed. After coming out of a coma for a year or so, he starts to look at who told them they were doing this thing, and because they got ambushed. And while he does that, he tries to slowly take down, he does crime, and he's a detective and stuff, and he has his cyborg partner because no one else is allowed to have, because police officers are no longer allowed to have human partners. They have to have symbiotes because for whatever reason they're better, and they give him a special one because he wants a human partner. Yeah. Alright, so negatives and positives. I'm going to start off with positives. There's only been 3 episodes that have come out of this show so far, so I'm just, usually I like to judge a TV show kind of when it's at the end or in mid-season, but I thought, heck, I'll judge it now. So there's, storyline's very good. There's, so far there hasn't been any padding episodes, which is nice. Everything so far has to do with the story. Yeah, that's always nice to have no padding episodes. One of the things I really hate about series is when you get episodes that are literally just there so they can have an episode because they don't know what else to do. It seems like when you're kind of in a show, I think a good example of that is Walking Dead, or basically Walking Dead Season 2 and Season 3. For good portions of Season 2 and Season 3, they did absolutely nothing. They said they would do something. One of the biggest jokes during Season 3 was Rick, and he's always going, someday, he said, we must go take a war on governor. We'll do it tomorrow. Or the next episode. Or then it became this online gag thing. He kept going, we must attack the governor. Next episode. The next episode, we must attack the governor. But we'll have to do a next episode. Until we got to the actual season end, and hey, you attacked the governor. Actually, he attacked you. Oh my gosh. Oh. So yeah. Next thing in positives, it's Karl Urban and J.J. Abrams. 2 great people. J.J. Abrams being what I really know him for, what he's kind of known for was the 2 Star Trek movies. And, he's had his other stuff. yeah, he's also directing the Star Wars movie that's coming out, Episode 7, and he's done other stuff here and there. He's a really good director, so, yeah. Karl Urban, great actor. I like him. There's really much more that not much more that can be said. Sorry. Negatives. Or actually, sorry, one more thing that I should put in about the positives is that this TV show kind of reminds me of, take the city of the first RoboCop, kind of, you know, where it's kind of like Detroit, like it's in Detroit, kind of like, you know, kind of like futuristic and smoggy. Take the movie, kind of take the style of Blade Runner, and then put in some characters, kind of like, and then put in it's kind of like the story and the placement, kind of like, it's a lot like Blade Runner, but also with hints in of RoboCop and iRobot. That's kind of what it reminds me of, is if these three had a threesome, somehow one of them just had a baby that was the equivalent of the three of them. This is what it is. And it's really good so far. It has a lot of potential so far. I don't think it's been crashing. I don't know if it's been doing that good. I'm not really good when it comes to ratings on shows. But other than that, yeah. Negatives. Negatives on this are, I guess, the character. It seems like, and this is really just Karl Urban, he always kind of seems like this to me, but he just always seems pissed off. Like, I don't know whether his character is supposed to be that way because of kind of what happened to him and everything, but he just seems always so pissed off. It's like, geez. Like, he does funny stuff, but he's always so serious. But that's kind of Karl Urban. Also kind of the fact of the guy who, his cyborg partner guy, he's really weird. Like, I don't like his character, and maybe that's just a personal thing, but he seems like kind of like one of those cartoon characters. He's really cartoony, and maybe that's what he's supposed to be, and I believe that's what he is supposed to be. But I don't know. It seems like they have a lot of serious parts, but when they're trying to be serious, it just comes out jokingly, like any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie lately. Another thing is kind of, the storyline is a bit weird, considering basically since like electronics grew rapidly and everything, and they got all this stuff, so there was more weapons created, and there was more drugs and like all this bad stuff, and then you get more gangs and stuff, and then everything goes chaotic, right, in the government. It seems like that there's really only one gang from what I've seen, and that's the Syndicate, and I don't know whether it's just like one gang has one city or what. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. There's not, like I said, there's a reason kind of why I like to judge it by the end of the seasons, because there's always kind of either the season's a cliffhanger depending how well they did, or it is a kind of wrap it up, here you go. Hopefully we'll have a next season. So, I'm going to have to give this one for right now a 4.1, mostly because of the storyline kind of being, like I said, it is a lot like RoboCop, Blade Runner, and iRobot all mixed into one. So it feels like it's already been done before in movie format, so now we're just getting it in TV format. I don't really know how much to put it. And also, kind of, like I said, the one symbiote cyborg black guy character, Don or Con or whatever his name is. And yeah, I guess, yeah, it's if you like futuristic kind of, like I said, RoboCop, Blade Runner, or iRobot, if you like any of those three movies, you'll like this movie. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, favorite, like, and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time, or whatever I make. Haters gonna drag on. Peace out. Boobity boop 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 boop.